And I don't see the focus on those skills for those children up to 6 years, or you can say 8 years, and their parents. No policy addresses those, right? Few of the NGOs who are complementing government programs. Another piece, we have education skills council, but primary and pre-primary is not part of it, right? It itself is a major gap, and that gap is being filled by most of the NGOs. So it's not a systemic approach. So what is lacking is the systemic approach in terms of skill development for certain section of the population, which, if I'm not wrong, is almost 40%. Thank you.
Very well said. 90% of the brain is developed when the child is under 5, and yet they're non-existent for a lot of reasons. Move on to Mr. Prasad. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Sars Deshmukh.
Thank you for asking this question. Actually, in all the industrial trainings, like for the skills which is on the range of, so the component that catered on the skill development is 3. One is domain skill, second is safety, and third is employability skills. The employability skills, which is the part of every training model, as of now, like they are delivering through the DZT certified trainers. DZT is Director General of Training. So they have developed one training content. We call it National Occupation Standard, which catered all these parameters like emotional intelligence, team building, digital literacy, financial literacy. They call it 21st century skills as well. So there are 8 to 10 parameters which is covered under this employability skills. So this is the part of every curriculum sectoral skill council qualifications.
So let's move on to Mr. Prasad. 1 minute.
The importance of soft skills cannot be overemphasized as far as security guards or the security personnel are concerned. In fact, in Adani, we used to say that the security guard is an ambassador for the company because he is the first person any visitor to our premises visits or interacts with. So, soft skills are all important as far as and we are a service industry, so it goes with that. Now, what I want to end by saying the quote by Alvin Toffler, which is that the illiterates of 21st century are not those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn and relearn. So skills are like that. It's a constantly evolving landscape. So one has to keep upskilling, upgrading and being top of his game.
Thank you. Mr. Singh?
Thank you. I'll give one example of the Silkyara Tunnel disaster which took place in Uttarakhand in November last year. Now, during that, when I had gone for the rescue of that, to rescue the workers, now what I realized that point in time is not only in terms of physical security or what measures they need to take if such a disaster takes place, and mind you, any tunnel which is built, such time of disasters or the collapse, I would say, the collapse of the tunnels is multiple times because of the geology which our country is facing. So those workers were not trained for not only the physical, but even if they are stuck in a disaster, how do they emotionally overcome that disaster? What is the team building within those? How do we we had to actually, once we established communication with them, that is the time then we came into team building, we came on to emotional support for them. So all these parameters we have now taken care. We have developed a course capturing not only the technical aspects, the safety aspects, but also these aspects.
Thank you so much. Dr. Suharsh Deshmukh has joined us, and I guess I would be allowed to give him 5 minutes to introduce himself and talk a little bit about the workforce skilling concept and culture within your organization, and what are the suggestions? I was told that you're from NCP and CPAC, so what are the suggestions or recommendations you may have for the government? Mr. Deshmukh, take it away.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm very much happy to be here to just discuss about risk and its resilience. Basically, NCVT is working for a skill development, and it is a regulatory authority. So when you look into the risk, means everywhere there is a risk. Just now I reached late by 5 minutes, and that has also become a risk. Then activities we are facing a big challenge in terms of cyber security risk, and that is a major concern.